What I was trying to say before the baboon interrupted me was that
baboon.
By the way, this is a classic debating trick of Israeli supporters. Filibuster, talk over the other guests, try to drive them crazy, say nothing but lies.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
See, here he is doing it again.
You call me a freak and a Nazi, etc.
You see that?
Ad hominem.
I told you.
You have no vocabulary. You
right
only
as
know
we speak.
Rabbi, allow Cenk to finish.
Nazi, and I'm not going to take.
Allow Cenk to finish, Rabbi.
I'm not going to call Jews Nazis anymore, you anti-Semite. Yes.
Allow Cenk to respond. Allow Cenk to respond, Rabbi.
Rabbi, I laugh in your face at your stupid insults. Nobody cares anymore when you use that stupid trick of calling people anti-Semites because they're anti-genocide, because they're anti the murder of Palestinian children. Okay, so here's the reality. Right now, Israel has murdered 1,400 people trying to seek food. Totally defenseless, innocent Palestinians trying to prevent the starvation of their children. And Israel has slaughtered 1,400 of them. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Aguilar, an American Special Forces operative who went there, confirms he couldn't believe it. They're just murdering children right in front of everyone that did absolutely nothing wrong. And their main defenses are, well, it might be a genocide, but it's not a Holocaust. We could have killed them all. We're so nice. We didn't murder all the Palestinians. We haven't murdered all their children yet. We're so nice. And look, we didn't drop a nuclear bomb like Truman did. So and that incinerated babies and grandmothers, etc. We could, but we haven't. Actually, that's not entirely true. The number of bombs that they've dropped in Gaza is the equivalent of 6 nuclear bombs. And the idea that they're not intending to murder, here we go again.
This guy,
here we go again.
Makes things up.
So there's no point in debating Israeli supporters because they're genocidal maniacs who never stop talking and who never stop lying.
Okay, gentlemen, I want to move on to the next question.
No, wait, one second. What is the megatonnage of a singular nuclear bomb? Do you even know? You don't know. What is the megatonnage?
You know who explained that, Rabbi? I can answer it.
Fat boy, little boy dropped on Hiroshima. What was the megatonnage? Go ahead. You don't know, do you? You're such an ignoramus. You just make things up.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I know the megatonnage.
You asked me a question and you won't let me answer it.
So
all he does is talk. Lie. Israel loves genocide and he loves the murder of innocent Palestinian children. That's why he's yapping away like a monster.
I want to move on to the next question, gentlemen. Gentlemen, please, I have to move on to the next question. I'm going to direct this at Cenk.
He said
hang on, Rabbi, please.
Killed 14 places. I need to know. Name one place.
This is why I don't talk. This is why I don't do interviews with Rabbi Shmuel. He never shuts up.
Name one place in Gaza that Israel killed the 280 people. Name just one location. Go ahead. Name the city.
So
name the place in Gaza.
the top Holocaust.
Was it Jabalia? Was it Gaza City?
Can I say?
Allow Cenk to finish, Rabbi.
Say the name. Go ahead. Say the name.
Okay. The top Holocaust historian in America, who's an American Israeli citizen, dual citizen, who was a former IDF soldier. This guy's never going to. There's no point in this.
What is the name?
Rabbi, please. Rabbi, please.
Okay. The top Holocaust historian.
That's all. That was my point. He doesn't
Will you shut up?
He cannot name a single place. He cannot name a single place.
I want to move on to the next question. I want to move on to the next question, please.
Ignoramus. Nothing is based on fact.
Rabbi, please. I want to move on to the next question, and I want to direct it at Cenk.
He doesn't know the cities. You are an ignoramus. You don't know history.
Rabbi, please. I want to move on to the next question. I'm moving on now. Rabbi, I'm moving on to the next question.
Just cut his mic. He's pointless. In fact, you should get him off.
Okay, Cenk. I'm going to direct this at you.
Baboon, just yell and scream. I love killing Palestinian children.
Both of you, please. I'm moving on to the next question. I'm directing it at Cenk. We've seen a lot of horrendous footage of people being shot, attempted to get food in Gaza. How can Israel defend this?
Well, it's obviously indefensible. That's why a lot of great Jews and Israelis across the world are now speaking out. What I was trying to say before the baboon interrupted me was that the top Holocaust historian in the country.
You're calling
here we go
Jews
again.
Monkeys and apes? Disgusting. How vile are you?
You murder Muslims for fun. You don't get to
are
talk about
disgusting.
racism.
You are
You
just
murder
a
Palestinian children for
anti-Semite
land.
to the
You are
core.
disgusting,
If I was black, would you call me a
genocidal
baboon?
pig. So you don't get to
How
talk
do we
about
have- how do we
racism
have a
and
man who is
anti-Semitism.
so
Oh, poor
low?
little
Can
victim.
you call me a
And by the way, I got,
baboon?
what, 5 seconds in
Disgusting,
before the
vile,
baboon interrupted me?
Rabbi, allow Cenk to answer. Allow Cenk to answer,
You
please.
call me a baboon? You're just
please go,
you're
Cenk.
just an embarrassment.
Soon he'll be throwing
Embarrassment.
feces onto the screen.
You're an embarrassment.
Okay.
You're just an
Please continue,
embarrassment.
Cenk.
You call Jews apes?
Please, Rabbi,
see
you'll
this?
get your time to
You are
respond.
Semite.
You'll get your time to respond, Rabbi.
This is unacceptable. You will not call Jews monkeys and apes. You are a disgusting, vile Jew hater to your core. I've never met
I
anyone
don't
like
care
you.
what
The fact
you
that you're
think.
put on
You're a
anyone's air is
genocidal
grotesque.
freak. I
Jews
don't,
are apes.
like,
Disgusting.
what does the
He hasn't
what
responded
does
to
the
a
Nazi
single
think
thing.
of my
Hamas
language?
killed
Oh, I'm
all
so
of those
concerned. What
Palestinians
does
who
the
came for
murderer
food.
of
He
children
cannot
think of
name
my
one
language?
place.
Oh, the problem is my language. The problem
Baboon.
isn't that you're murdering
Ephesians.
Palestinian
Jews are
children.
apes. I got it. Go ahead. You said Jews are apes.
No, they're
Go ahead.
not.
Keep on going,
I'm just
Cenk.
defending Jews. I was just defending Jews when you interrupted like a
Then you call this
baboon.
Jew an
I'm not
ape?
talking about Jews. I'm talking about you who
Disgusting.
can't shut up
You are
and throw
a
your
rancid
verbal
hater.
diarrhea at us
You are a
24/7.
rancid hater who is so absolutely
Yeah. Everybody
a
hates the
walking
Jews. That's your
ignoramus.
excuse for murdering Muslims.
You don't know
It's a
anything. That's
sick,
what bothers me.
sick
What bothers me is that you
genocidal
don't know
excuse.
history. Genocidal,
There's
your
no- hey,
show
brother,
is
there's no
named
point to this
after people who
conversation.
killed 3 million
There's no
people,
point to
got
this
it?
conversation.
Your show is
The
called
idiot won't
Young
shut
Turks
up.
Who killed 3
This is
million
the only
idiots.
thing Israelis
Can't
have.
Stop.
Just talking
You
over
can't
people.
stop the ad
Because they're
hominem.
such
You can't
grotesque
stop
liars
the
and
ad
murderers.
hominem.
Okay, please, Rabbi, I'd like to ask you a question. I'd like to ask you a question, Rabbi.
I didn't get to answer.
In your neck
No, I didn't get to
bulging as
answer.
your hatred
The
of
baboon
Jews
won't
is
let me
Okay.
look. He even looks like
control.
one.
Rabbi Shmuley,
I
please
look like
allow
a baboon.
Cenk. Please allow
You
Cenk to
believe
finish.
what we're listening to. I will never use an ad hominem attack against how he looks ever, because I have dignity. I'm a human being. This man.
Please allow him to finish.
says that
Day
Jews-
one.
Jews
You'll
look
never
like
use an
monkeys,
ad
Jews
hominem
smell like
attack.
monkeys,
All the
Jews
Israelis
think
have
it's
is ad
maybe-
hominem attacks.
No wonder. By the way,
Oh,
now
hey,
you
watch
know
us
why
starve
Cenk
children
has
to
no
death.
issue
You called
with
me
Mengele.
something.
Now
You said I'm starving
now
children.
you know-
Anti-Semite.
now you know-
That's all this baboon has.
Now you know. Now you know why he has no issue with Mengele experimenting on Jews, because for him, Jews are apes.
I
that
hate
can be
the
experimented
Nazis.
on laboratories.
I would have
He said
fought
that
like
I
hell
am
to
a
save
monkey,
Jews from
I'm
the
a baboon.
Holocaust.
You can
If you were a
experiment on
German,
me.
you
I
would have
look like- I
cheerleaded and
look
said,
like-
no,
I look
they're
like you.
lying about Hitler. That's what you
Jews
would have
are-
said
are
if you were a
baboons.
German. Because that's what
You
you're
have
saying
no
now in defending the
self-respect.
genocide
The fact
and
that
murder
you
of
have
Palestinian
any
children.
credibility. I'm not going to take your insults, your ad hominem
Then
ignorant.
get the
You
hell
don't
off
even answer
there.
a question
Then
that I
shut
raised.
up and
You
leave.
Allow Cenk to finish, Rabbi. Allow Cenk.
Facts.
Allow Cenk to finish.
I remember you did an interview recently where you talked about some of the, the racist things that people have said about black people and monkeys and so forth. But you said when you actually scientifically look at white people, monkeys are hairy. White people are the hairiest people
on Earth.
On Earth. I am really hairy. Like seriously.
I don't shave.
No, I shave all. I'm shaving.
I
right
don't.
now.
I
got hair on my back,
coming up
my
up
chest
through
is
your,
all hairy.
the hair coming
I got
up
hair
the
on my ears,
collar. Okay,
I got
these were highly overlooked similarities.
Yeah, the big ears. White people usually have big ears.
Bigger ears around.
Monkeys have thin lips. White people, I have thin lips.
Yes.
So really, I look more like a monkey than anyone else. But but then there's the whole racist stereotype that to this day still go.
The 19th century anthropologist is probably the most racist period in the most racist branch of science there ever was. And it's evident by the moment you start categorizing people and then ranking them. Well, you're going to rank yourself at the top, and that will deeply bias you for what you look for and what you cite as evidence to support your biased view. And you don't even think you have a biased view. But these biased views fed the entire eugenics movement. The eugenics movement was let's purify the human race by preventing the undesirables from mating, right? And forced sterilization, all of this. Yeah. A little known fact is the eugenics movement, which was big in the United States in the 1910s and 20s, fed the philosophies of Adolf Hitler as he rose up in the 30s. But we want to distance ourselves from him. Why wouldn't you? But if you actually part the curtains, there's the intersection of what race is superior and what race isn't. And that is foundational to Hitler's writings, and it was foundational to the eugenics movement.
Yeah, I mean, when I
And so, but in the comparisons go on.
Yeah.
In the book that I wrote, I say, I didn't just come up with I said to myself, suppose the 19th century had racist black anthropologists. Let's just turn the tables. Let's make them racist and see what they would come up with. Of course, they'd have to put themselves at the top and now find all the similarities between white people and chimpanzees. And it'd start with the fully hairy bodies, the huge ears, I have big ears. And the person who wants, look at my ear here. How big is that?
Pretty small.
All right. And people say, well, how about Obama? He's the first black president and he's got big ears. He's exactly half white.
Well, he's probably
we
more
call him
than
a black president.
Well, no, yeah, his dad comes from Africa. His
He's
mom is
exactly
totally white. He's exactly half
white.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
No doubt those big ears come from his mama. Okay? So the point is, I'm just saying, look how easy it is to be racist.
Right.
And take a look at a chimpanzee's lips. They're razor thin. All right? And we've got some very famous large-lipped black people, Jay-Z among them. All right? I don't have small lips. So they overlooked so much.
Yeah.
Okay? I got to add one just while you went there, so I'm going to add one.
Let's go.
Do you know lice outbreaks are 30 times more likely in white people than in black people?
Really?
The lice just don't enjoy black hair.
Okay.
For whatever reasons, it is 30 times more likely. Okay, if you put lice in the hair, it'll want to go to the white people's hair. We ever see chimpanzees pruning each other?
Oh yeah, they pick the
They're
lice
picking out the lice, and
right.
apparently lice is tasty because they eat it. So this is a huge exercise. And anyhow, it goes on and on. The fact that you have likely never seen black children walk by a tree and say, I want to build a house in that tree and live there. Okay, this is like a suburban white kid thing. All right. And so that racist black anthropologist would say, these are just white people wanting to return to their roots in the trees. Okay. Look how easy it is to be a racist. You could totally do it.
What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click the like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this channel.
Listen, Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this back, Genesis 14 verse 13, Abraham steps on the scene. Being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. Abraham, born in the city of a black man, called Nimrod, grandson of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. One was named Canaan. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham, Isaac was Jacob had 12 sons, for real, and these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10, these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10, these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10.